Today we're going to go over the disassembly of the Beretta 92, or what we called in the Army, the Beretta M9. Pistol I'm intimately familiar with, as I carried that most of my career in the United States Army. And just to show you we're working with an unloaded weapon, you can see that there's nothing in the magazine. And you look down there, there is nothing in the chamber. So let's go over the parts of the actual M9 before we get started, so we have an idea of what we're working with. First, we have the decocking safety lever right here, which decocks the hammer if it's in the back position or and places the weapon on safe. You have the firing pin block right here. The extractor, which is here on the side, and it's also a loaded chamber indicator. The disassembly button is on this side. You have the front sight, and then flipping over to the other side, you have the disassembly lever on this side, the slide stop. You have the rear sight. You have the hammer. This part is the lower receiver. You have the grip here, lanyard loop, magazine catch assembly, and the trigger itself. Now, when we're talking about disassembly, we of course make sure the weapon's safe. There's nothing in the chamber. What you want to do is press your disassembly button on this side, and then add a little pressure rearward on the slide, pushing the disassembly lever down, and you'll see that that pops forward, and just slide it off the lower receiver. Next thing you want to do is remove the guide rod and spring. You want to apply a little bit of pressure, but make sure you maintain positive control on that, or that'll go flying across the room. Then you have the barrel assembly here with the locking block. You just want to make sure you press that in so those lugs pop right out. And now you've disassembled or field stripped the M9 and ready for cleaning. For reassembly, it's still fairly easy. Getting those lugs lined up, place the barrel back into the upper receiver, making sure that the block pops all the way down, it stays flush. That way you can place the guide rod and the spring back in there, apply a little pressure. And there's a little notch right here on the barrel assembly, so just place it right there. Now, once you have that together, you notice that there's some tracks right here. Those tracks line up with the lower receiver. You place that right in there, pull it all the way back, and then release the slide assembly. It should be good to go. You want to do a quick functions check. You want to make sure that pull the trigger when it's on safe, nothing happens. Put the weapon on fire. You should be able to get the hammer back about halfway. That's a safety feature, having the hammer in the half cock position. This is a double action only pistol, so you can pull the trigger all the way back, or it's a single action, double action pistol, actually. Pull the trigger all the way back. The hammer should fall. Charge the weapon, release it. Slowly release the trigger. You should hear a metallic click. That's the trigger resetting. Pull the trigger again, hammer should fall again. And that's your functions check on the Beretta M9.